I'm Joe Aber, CEO and President of Outcrop Gold. Outcrop Gold is a hybrid prospect generator active in Colombia. We call ourselves hybrid because we aren't opposed to drilling where we think we can add high value to our flagship projects with a fairly modest amount of drilling. I'm going to talk mainly about our high-grade Santa Ana project in Colombia. Forward-looking statements, I will be using forward-looking statements that have inherent risk and uncertainty, and you can read this at your leisure. I have 36 years now in geology, a good mix of exploration and mining. The rest of the management has direct experience in either Colombia or other South American countries. Our directors include Ian Slater, who is a well-known mining entrepreneur who started several companies in Colombia. He's taken projects in Colombia from permitting through actually mine startup. Importantly, we have Chris Granger, who came on the board just in the last 2 weeks. He's well known in Colombia as being the Vice President of Exploration and Corporate Development at Continental Gold. He started on Barutica when it was a fairly grassroots project and took it to the culmination of a $1.4 billion sale to Zinjan Mining. Our share structure currently is 108 million outstanding, 50 million warrants, 165 million shares fully diluted. We did a $5.75 million financing in June. Because we do have warrants in the black, we've sort of maintained that cash balance to the current time. Our top shareholders are Eric Sprott at 19.9% of the company, 10% in funds, and Outcrop Management owns 25% of the company. Santa Ana is a Spanish colonial era high-grade silver district. There's records in the Spanish Royal Archives that report 14 mines that were mining 4 kilograms silver per ton, up to 17 kilograms. All 14 mines that are in the reports are on our project. The project is well situated, good highway access, grid power, water that can be developed from the property, and for Colombia, extremely strong community support. We were able to get a program up and running and drilling 2 months after acquisition. The high-grade portions of Santa Ana, the veins are commonly clustered together. In places, you can composite those veins together with the intervening wall rock and get up to 18 meters of 450 equivalent grams silver per ton. The course of 2020 drilling has been to our best hole, again, is 10.8 kilograms silver equivalent over almost a meter. After acquiring the property and closing the transaction in late January, we had our first discovery called La Ivana in March 2020, our second discovery in July 2020, and now we're going into some historic drilling and proving up another chute called Roberta Tovar. These chutes are extremely large with good grade continuity, typically on the order of 300 meters by 300 meters. And now we're seeing up to 400 meter depths to the chutes. Santa Ana project is the original project is the map on the left, 7 kilometers of vein zones, 14 kilometers of cumulative vein zones. Not common to the rainforest in Colombia. On the right, you can see the veins commonly outcrop and the mineralization also outcrops. We have the project right now broken into 10 target areas. Each of these areas is supported by surface and or cross cuts of the vein that you can actually sample the vein itself. All of them have some amount of significant gold and silver at surface. We've got 6,000 soil samples completed and probably over 1 kilometer of trenching. We are, we now have 2 drill rigs active, and we've completed 8,000 meters to date, and we expect to complete an additional 4,000 meters before the end of the year. The preliminary modeling of La Ivana, it shows that the chutes are very robust. This is at a plus 10 gram equivalent gold, 800 equivalent gram silver contour, well defined. You're either in it or out it. There's very little marginal or waste material internal to the chute. This one by volume has a grade of 15.2 grams gold and 1.2 kilograms silver. We have a recent wildcat hole that we wanted to see how deep we might be able to take this. So we stepped off another 300 meters and we intercepted the same ore chute at 450 meters below surface. The Megapozo, this is an image projected to surface, similar to La Ivana, half a kilometer away, 300 meters at surface, 310 meters down dip. The volume has a weighted average grade of 11 grams gold per ton and 780 grams silver per ton. Actually larger than our first La Ivana discovery and currently open in all directions. The Roberto Tovar was indicated from historic drilling from 2012. 8 holes have been drilled in it. We've been able to confirm and extend it down dip. And now we're extending it along strike with holes. Those holes are pending assays, but we are seeing mineralized vein that looks like it'll grow the Roberto Tovar also. We're fortunate to make a large acquisition, whereas we had 700 hectares originally. We picked up almost 22,000 more hectares. It's probably doubled to tripled the potential vein zones we have to explore now. Importantly, we also control the Frias mine now. The Frias mine produced over 12 million ounces of silver before 1907. From a very small compact mine. So we'll be extending our exploration out into these other vein zones by priority. So the catalysts we have coming would be on Santa Ana, completing our 12,000 meter program. We expect continuous results and drilling more high-grade veins, probably the discovery of several more chutes. At some point, we'll go to a resource delineation stage and report an inferred resource. Other projects, Majama, we have drill permits in the Bombono zone of Majama as early as 2021. There we have underground exposures from the artisan miners that indicate that they're mining 22 grams gold and 200 to 300 grams silver over a meter in about 8 veins. So thank you for your interest. Feel free to call. These are my contacts, and I'll try to answer every call and email I receive. And thank you very much.